Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We got Daydrink Radio, Monday, May 4th, episode 20. Clap it up. 2 decades in, gentlemen.
Let's go.
Today's episode, we're going to recap the Derby. We got NHL Playoffs, which have been great. NBA Playoffs with a lot of surprises, I think. So lots to cover here. And it's all brought to you guys by the good folks over at Event Ticket Center. We just hit the Derby. Big talking point of this episode. It was an absolute blast, and none of it would have been possible without the good folks over at Event Ticket Center. They sent us down there, so all those videos we posted wouldn't have been possible without them. If you guys need some tickets, go to www.eventticketcenter.com. Use code Daydrink10 to check out. It's code Daydrink10. Save yourself a couple bucks. Some people still know how to do business. They still know how to do business. They're doing some good stuff over there. They got some good deals, so make sure you go check them out. And before we get into all that, too, Gerard, I don't know if you know this. I saw this past weekend. We have a new graduate in the house today. Monster Lynch with his master's degree.
I was wondering how old the fucking monster was. I was like, how old is this guy if he's graduating college right now? I thought you were like 25.
Yeah, I'm 24.
24.
But you got your master's, right?
Yeah.
For what?
Just business administration, MBA.
Damn.
So, Monster, you have 2 more degrees than Gerard does.
Yeah, I do. I mean, technically, but Gerard's like big as hell, 6'10" or whatever. So he's made up for it.
But also,
Hey, yo, pause. I didn't mean it like that. I just don't know how tall you are.
also, I mean, maybe a bad look for Monster. He's got a master's, and our spelling bee has not been friendly to him.
Dude, yeah, and my undergrad,
call.
I got it in journalism, like communications. So it's like,
Maybe the next one you get in fucking spelling, huh?
yeah, and I'm the worst at spelling. It's crazy, but.
It's fair
Yeah,
enough.
How was graduation weekend?
It was good. It was smooth. We did like rehearsal on Friday, and then we had the thing on Sunday. So it wasn't too crazy, but it was good.
How long was the graduation ceremony?
Dude,
That's always the worst part.
It's always the worst part. But after they said my name, I just dipped.
That's
Nice.
the move. That's
So,
what I did after I graduated.
Yeah, and especially being in the Mastodon like right away. But dude, some people will go on there and talk for like 20 minutes, bro. It was crazy, and they're just giving crazy analogies about life, how you're gonna blossom after, stupid stuff.
We're not flowers.
Like just crazy analogies that don't make sense. I was basically on my phone the whole time. I don't even know what was going on, but I just know people were talking for a while. But yeah,
Fun
he stayed the
fact,
whole
I've
time.
never graduated. Anything.
High school?
I didn't walk the stage.
Oh really?
No, didn't walk the
I
stage in high school.
I didn't either.
Didn't graduate at college. I've technically never graduated.
Never worn a cap and gown before?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
When I graduated college, I was like fully shit-faced. I was
Yeah.
hammered.
Yeah, because the night before you go out, and everyone's
Yeah, we went out till like 6 a.m. and then graduated at like 8 a.m. But I did the same thing. Ours was like 4 hours long. Some doofus talked for like 40
the
minutes.
worst, bro. It's the worst.
I left right after my name was called. My mom was like, I don't know about this. I'm like,
same,
we're getting the fuck
same,
out of here.
same,
Mom.
yeah, everyone's like, "Oh, you won't leave?" I'm like, "Bro, what?" That's how
My dad showed up to my high school graduation because he thought I was lying, that I wasn't walking. He's like, "No, you're walking." I'm like, "I promise you, buddy, I'm not." And he sat through the 3 hours of the graduation, even like past the M's. Like they were in like the S's, and he's like, "He's coming up soon." I'm like, "Buddy, I'm not there. I'm at home."
Yeah, that's great.
Wait, why didn't you walk? Did you just decide not to?
Yeah, no. Obviously, there was a fucking reason. I had to like take like an online class, and then the final was like shipped in from Utah, and they didn't tell me that, and so then the final wasn't going to be there by time of graduation, so just didn't walk, which was honestly awesome. I think I just stayed home and like gambled and got stoned. Just didn't have to go to graduation. It was awesome. Sick.
All right, on that note, let's dive into Derby weekend. Monty, you weren't there, but Gerard and I were with Chug Flutie. Gerard, initial thoughts, highs, lows, good takeaways, bad takeaways. What'd you think?
The start of it, just before we even got into the Derby, I mean, I was in the hospital. I was in the emergency room for 4 hours because I had a fucking lump in my neck, so I was just freaking out. And then we had to go to the John Boy party. John Boy party was fun. I would say massively under-successful, but it was fun.
Yeah,
it was a good time.
I would agree.
People weren't there for us, but people were there, so that's all that mattered. And then the Derby itself, I've been trying to think how I want to like phrase this, but I would say overall underwhelming. in my opinion, just from the first day. Like the Oaks left a bad taste in my mouth. That was not what I expected.
You didn't like the Oaks?
It was like, I mean, Chuck can confirm here. It was like 15-year-olds that were just hammered.
Yeah. I feel like it's a weird demo between the Oaks and the Derby. Like I feel like it's a total switch up.
Have you been before, Monster?
No, yeah. So one of my boys went to Louisville, so like the university. So I was down there like the whole weekend, but I never went to the Derby. Like we just stayed out and like partied in like the bars and like frats and stuff. So never went to it, but I've been in Louisville for it, and it's like it's like a different feeling when you're there. But yeah, I never, like you said, the Oaks and
Kentucky bars are awesome.
Yeah, they are sick.
Wait till we'll get into that in a second. I want to keep talking on the Oaks because when we got there and we walked in, obviously our anticipation's at an all-time high.
Yeah.
Like we're pumped up to get in there. We got in there and I was like, what the fuck did we get ourselves into?
Yeah.
I was like, this might have been a really bad mistake on our part because I didn't see for like the first 20 minutes. I didn't see anyone over 18 years old.
Yeah, that's the weird part because it's like everybody goes to the Oaks. Like that's the thing. Like all young kids. And then the Derby, it's more of like a richer audience and more like people that have high stakes into it. It's like a celebrity kind of thing.
Derby itself was 100 times better than the Oaks in my opinion.
Same. The Derby itself, electric.
Oh yeah,
that Saturday, electric.
Yeah,
Very fun.
100%.
But the Oaks, man, the Oaks, people were stumbling. It was interesting.
Stumbling everywhere. Yeah.
And I feel like if it's your first time, then you like figure out what to do during that Friday, and then the next day you come back, you're like, all right, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. Now it's a little different, but it's like you kind of get that understanding the next day, and then you kind of go from there. So that's probably what happened with you guys too.
That's exactly what it was. I said if we go back again, only Saturday. Saturday was a blast. I thought Saturday was like a 10 out of 10 day. Went pretty much flawless in terms of the work we had to do, and then watching the Derby. Only bad part was that we just missed every single bet we took.
Yeah, it was a weird one.
Yeah, stock up, Chug Flutie.
Oh,
I was about to say that.
Always stock up, bro. Every time
he had a great weekend.
Every time you guys do something with him, it's always like I just can't stop watching, bro. It's like, what did he do now?
The Chug Flutie legend grew a lot this weekend.
Yeah.
I would say, let's walk through it. So we got Thursday night, he shows up to the John Boy party. Was macking some girl in the middle of the dance floor that was on a bachelorette party. Kissed her. Then made a responsible move and went home at like 11 p.m. and was dialed in the next morning, which was a concern of mine. I was like, we're going to be boozing all weekend, but like this is like all in all work trip. We got to be dialed in.
Yeah.
And Chug Flutie was on it all weekend, I thought. Then Friday morning, gets in the car wearing his Derby hat the entire ride, never took it off. I don't think he took it off all weekend.
No, it was awesome. It just kept flying off. Flew off every time.
So then he's in the car, starts betting on Norwegian soccer.
Yeah,
like
I saw
10
that.
minutes
And I'm like,
into the car ride.
I can't understand that. I don't get people that do that. That's like
So funny. And I'm like, all right, Chug, well, get me in on whatever you're taking. Wins. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's start the
if
weekend.
it wins, it's good. But if it doesn't, it's just like, I can't believe I just bet on this fucking bullshit. Like, I can't believe I just bet on this.
Exactly. And then at the Derby, I would say, well, he slept. Then on Friday night, sleeps. So we stayed at the Baymont Inn and Suites.
Baymont. Shout out to Baymont. This is not sponsored, but we love the Baymont.
Absolutely love the Baymont. We were in the penthouse, actually.
That TV was insane.
It was sick.
I can't believe that TV is like still around, bro. I was like, what?
I know.
And I get it. It's like everybody, like the hotel thing. It's like slim pickings when you started like getting into it, all of it, and like people, they're already booked in for the next Derby, right? It's this huge thing, and you're not getting the best one, but like, dude, that TV was insane. That TV was so old.
Chug Flutie's sleeping situation was just otherworldly. I mean, I don't know how. I would have been complaining my ass off if I was him.
Dude, he took one for the team big time. So we only had 2 beds. We had 2 beds, and like Gerard and Chug are both big guys.
Yeah.
So I brought an air mattress, but the hotel room's a little bit smaller, so the air mattress like didn't fit between the walls. So Chug Flutie just put the air mattress on the ground. It didn't blow it up and slept on top.
That's not
of it.
like, I don't understand. Like
the first night, it wasn't blown up at all. Like, he was just sleeping on the floor. I was like, oh, my God.
That's basically what it turns into.
Also, he's not going to like this because this is something that he doesn't like to talk about. But Chug Flutie, big snore guy. And I think we all saw that coming. But
Yeah,
you know,
I'm about to say that's not like surprising. At
he
all.
can't do anything about it either. He can't do anything about it. It was, it's not his fault. But
Yeah.
boy, oh boy, is he a loud guy.
Loud guy.
Yeah, I mean that's just
But
his
then-
personality anyway. Just loud stuff like that kind of makes sense.
So we go into Saturday then, and Chug is, Friday was what it was. It was fine. It was like fun, but definitely not great. Then Saturday, like we're knocking out our work. We're in a good groove. Everything's going good. And Chug Flutie is just going on these side quests.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't fully know, I don't think, like how to film content and produce it and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But I will give him all the props in the world because he was doing everything he could to be entertaining and try and get content. He's in the middle of the mosh pit with like these like 21-year-old kids
Yeah.
just getting everyone fired
Right.
up.
Yeah, he was awesome the whole weekend. Stock up, Chug Flutie.
Oh yeah, big
Stock
stock
up.
up. Big stock up.
And we discovered 2 new things about Chug Flutie.
That-
One,
Well, we probably can't say one of them. On
no,
here.
yeah, we only have 2. Well, there's 3, but we only have 2 for this episode. Number 1, he was a high school Hall of Famer in football.
Yeah.
Oh really?
He's like a legend in his hometown.
Where'd you-
Shout out Oswego.
It's from Oswego?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then number 2, Chug Flutie's old occupation was the assistant GM at Goldfish Swim Schools.
Yep. And he's worked at multiple goldfish swims.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like the farms or whatever? Like the bigger goldfish thing?
Dude, no,
No,
he
it's like where
teaches kids to swim.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like the food goldfish.
No,
No.
he's teaching kids to swim.
Oh, okay.
He's like, yeah, I would always get the Saturday morning shift, and I would just be hung over as shit,
Yeah, I'm about to say,
teaching these
that's
little kids how to
definitely
swim.
an
And we're like,
early morning.
we're like, dude, you were the GM, and he's like, assistant GM.
You can't fucking get a better schedule than that. Little
Yeah.
pool around there.
But you got to think about it. That's like people just wake up and take their kids to go swimming or whatever. So it's like,
He told us that he was cold calling during COVID. Like he was cold calling swim lessons. He was
Dude,
like,
it's
I was
up-
trying to
yeah.
get people to swim over the
Yeah.
phone. I'm like, what? How
during
does that?
COVID, that's like I'm not trying to I'm not trying to leave. I'm definitely not trying to go to like a pool is like not sanitary at all. It's like you can catch anything in there.
Yeah, I don't know. Chug Flutie's stock was way up though. I was
He's so
overall in
funny.
terms of like,
Yeah, he's a
yeah. I think I texted him today. I got a meeting with him tomorrow. I think we're gonna get Chug Flutie under some payroll here and start to develop the Chug Flutie brand,
Oh, yeah.
Chug
Let's go.
Industries.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go. We had some
Okay.
videos do pretty well. The Vineyard Vines one hit 100K, and
Yeah, I'm
then
about to say that was cool.
again the algorithm just makes no sense. We had like the 350K one it's at like 10K likes, and then the Vineyard Vines one is at like 20K likes, and it's just the views to likes ratio makes no sense on TikTok.
Yeah, I agree.
Monster, from your perspective, because I mean we were real time posting and like all that stuff. We were kind of in it. From your perspective, from the outside, how did everything look? What were your thoughts on everything that was going on?
I thought everything went good, especially like you got to think about it's the first derby for everybody, so it's like you don't really know what you're getting yourself into. And now here in the Friday versus Saturday thing, Saturday was way better, and I feel like Chug, what you're saying, like side quest McGee kind of over there, like kind of he's just kind of doing
Dude,
anything he wants.
He was
So I
just
feel like
taking
that all-
pictures with people.
Yeah,
He was
right,
just- it
so
was awesome. He was
I
like,
feel
"I'm
like
gonna
that
get
kind
pictures
of it was good. I liked, and I love Chug Flutie, like from the outside. I never met him, but like just seeing him all the time, and it's just like I just
He's
every
electric.
time I see a video of him, I have to watch it. Like it doesn't matter what it's on, like I have to watch it.
That's good to know. That's good to know. Gerard, from your perspective, final rating on the trip, what would you rank it in terms of fun? Do 2 rankings. Fun on one side, other side, how we performed as a company.
Fun, I would say 8 out of 10. I think because like the bars in Louisville, I got corrected a million times about that this weekend. The bars are awesome. We went to the Taj, partied at the Taj Mahal. Sid, that's a sweet bar. And then my stepsister was out there, so we got to link up with her and her friends after the race, and it was a good time. I had a very fun time. Quality, or how we did as a company, I would go 6 out of 10. I think I really wish some of the videos performed better, and I think a note that I've taken is we should have just interviewed people with the big hats, because like that one video went stupid immediately just because of the visual of the big hat.
Yeah.
So I think that would have been a good like hook point. But we I mean, I'll give a shout out to Chuck because every time we go on these like business trips, what people don't see behind the scenes is like Chuck is editing maybe half the time. Maybe half the time where they're like me and Chuck Fleet are in this mosh pit, and Chuck's just on the side editing. And like, I mean, it's got to be done too. And so me and Chuck are just sitting there like, all right, well, we can't help in any way right now, so we're just gonna sit here and get drunk. But then Chuck's locked in the entire time until we're off the clock.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know. I think that plays a big role into like the performance as well, which I think we're getting better at is like our systems that go into everything. Like that's not a winning system for me to be editing videos like the whole day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if we can create systems where it's like we have an editor on standby, then again, like we're in Churchill Downs in the middle of Kentucky with 10,000
zero
people.
service.
No service.
Yeah,
it's like those kind of obstacles are things that the more we do it, I think we'll get better at.
Yeah.
In terms of how I would rate the trip, fun, I would put it up there 8, 9, that range. We had a blast. I thought that Kentucky was going to be a total shithole. Turns out it's not.
Yeah, Louisville's nicer than people think.
Louisville's really nice, and the people are really nice, and the bars were a blast.
Yeah.
So fun, I would go 9. In terms of performance, I would put us at like a 5 because I looked at it. It wasn't an unsuccessful trip. It's not like we like things could have gone significantly worse than they did. Like we could have not done shit. I think we did a little over 500,000 views, but again, we were over budget by like $250, $300, which isn't actually that bad.
I'd say, yeah, it could be way worse.
Could be way worse. But then, yeah, I think just like overall performance, there was an opportunity there that could have performed significantly better than it did. So that's why it's kind of in the 5 range.
I also think though it's like so early on and like these trips and everything, like it's just gonna get better. So it's like having this foundation set to where it's like not like a failure, not a success, like right in the middle. It's like you can only build on top of those and just get better throughout the process. I feel like this is kind of just the start of it.
I feel like for this one, we kind of like, because this was our first time going with like a brand or whatever. Like we went with Event Ticket Center, and shout out to the people at Event Ticket Center. We love them. But like, I feel like the way we went about our content is we wanted to be like structured, safer, you know, not as like lucid or like we couldn't maybe, I don't know how to phrase it. We were just trying to get everything structured, make sure we got good questions, and everything went like well. With the Boston trip, we were just kind of, it was just me and Chuck just letting it hang and just seeing what came out of it. And that was kind of like the difference, I thought.
Yeah.
See, I think that's the difference too, but I also see it as like the kind of letting it hang. Like we need to be better at storytelling. That's what I think. Like our storytelling abilities need to get like significantly better. Where like, I think the structure is good, but it's like, again, that goes back to the systems. It's like we need to have that structure, but then if we have the systems on the back end, that structure can be like significantly bigger. Where it's like the viral moments when we capture those are going out, as well as like these things that we already have planned, set in stone, and like let rip. This time around, it was like we filmed a lot of shit. We couldn't get it all out.
Yeah.
Just because of, again, our systems.
Yeah, and then are you guys posting a vlog too, right?
Yeah, so I mean, I don't want to completely write this off because there is like still an opportunity to do some good views.
That could be pretty good.
Wednesday night, we have full recap, vlog-style video all 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday after the Derby, which our guy Michael, who's editing, hell of an editor, so I'm excited to see how that comes out.
Dope. Nice.
But yeah, anything else on Derby? I think we covered pretty much everything.
Kentucky doesn't know how to handle foot traffic. Tell you that. They don't know how to handle foot traffic. Like there might have been a million cops there. And it's just like the cops were directing traffic, and I'm talking about there's just no cars. There's no cars going either direction, and they just would not let us go through.
Yeah. I mean,
like
it's the same place where Scotty Scheffler got arrested.
Yeah,
dude. It is.
Yeah, so those cops just have
people,
no
so
idea
like,
what they're doing.
Yeah, so it's, I mean, I'm not surprised. But it is crazy, though, because that's like their biggest event in Kentucky every single year. So it's like they should have everything down pat by now, but, you know.
the thing about the infield, contrary to Gerard's point here, I mean, he's right, but also Gerard is the most impatient person on earth.
Correct.
We're leaving the infield, and it's like one way in, one way
Yeah.
out. So 10,000 people, you're going to have to wait. There's a sea of a couple thousand people on the way out, and Gerard's like, they're not letting anyone through. This is ridiculous. And I'm like, dude, we each got a beer here. We each have a cigar here. Take a deep breath and let's just enjoy the walk out.
Oh God, it's just I don't understand traffic. I'll never understand traffic. That's just maybe a me thing. But
No, it's a little confusing thing, but yeah.
Derby was fun.
All right,
Yeah.
NHL playoffs. You guys watched the game last night?
I watched the beginning and then it turned into the shootout. But I have been watching a lot of late hockey games, which people have been complaining about it and the late starts and everything because like the Vegas games and the Utah games, they didn't start till like 8:39 for a while, and a lot of people have been complaining. But I've been saying I'm watching those, which have been very, very fun. That series was kind of that was most entertaining to me, just because it was up late the whole time and it was just nonstop action.
Monty, you're kind of a non-hockey fan. What are your thoughts on the NHL playoffs so far? How entertaining do you think it's been?
I like it. I think it's been good. For me, I think the NBA the last 3 days have been kind of crazier just because two teams came back from 3-1 and they just been longer series. And I think the NHL, there's just the Avalanche and the Hurricanes have been so dominant. I feel like they're kind of tearing away from the pack, where the NBA is kind of more open, especially in the East, where I think that's kind of the big thing, where if we do get that matchup, I think that's going to be like peak.
I would actually fully agree with that. I think that the NBA 3-1 is absolutely nuts.
Crazy.
The one thing I would say on the NHL that I found that I think is the biggest difference between the two, NHL just has so much more pop when like almost all these games have gone to overtime.
Yeah,
Like, the
that
overtime
is true. The
games are
overtime
electric.
games have been crazy. They've been so crazy, and there's been so many of them. Just I feel like there's one like every night.
Yeah, and to your point, I mean, I originally thought if Buffalo stays hot, Buffalo has a chance to win the Cup. Vegas, if they get going, they got a chance. Minnesota has a chance. I thought all these teams had a chance. After watching the Colorado Avalanche last night, I'm putting my life savings on them to win the Cup.
Yeah, I think they're in good spot. I think them and like I said, them and the Hurricanes. I feel like those two have kind of separated themselves from the rest of the pack.
The Hurricanes are dominant as well, but I think the Hurricanes and the Wild are as dominant as each other,
Yeah.
and I still think the Avalanche beat both those teams in 5 or 6 games.
Yeah, and I think that's like I think that was kind of the thing about the Thunder last year, like in the NBA, where they were just so dominant that kind of like they kind of had not an easier path, but they just dominated the whole time, and it was kind of boring. But they put up 9 goals yesterday. The Avalanche. So it's like they're still entertaining to watch every single game.
I'll be real honest. I didn't catch 1 second of the hockey game last night. I don't even think Chuck knows this. I got blacked out last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because or what?
I went straight from Derby to Wrigley to the Cubs game.
That's right.
Cubs game to having some drinks with some friends.
No.
Big lemonades snuck up on me.
Yeah, and a big
Took down 2 of them. It was
Seen it 100 times.
it was rough. Also, the only thing I have on the NHL is that I'm so cold at betting right now. When I took the Avalanche scored 9 goals last night. I took the second most projected guy to score a goal, Martin Nikas.
Yeah, Natchez.
Natchez, only guy that didn't score on the team.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Only guy that didn't score on the team.
When you bet somebody to score and they score 9 goals, don't get it. That's tough. It's tough.
In the NHL, I never touch goal scores because it's impossible to predict.
You got to do points. It's like the MLB. It's like you'd rather get 2 bases than home runs. It's kind of the same thing there.
And then me and Chuck were watching the Celtics game. Chuck, can we get into the Celtics?
Wait, one last point on NHL. I was going to say, because that game last night, it was so crazy. Avalanche go up 3-0 in the first period. Wild score 2 more in the first period. 5 goals in the first period. And then they ended up scoring 15 goals in the fucking game.
Yeah, and ridiculous. Imagine betting the under in that game.
Yeah, come on.
It's like betting Nikas to score. Same thing.
All right, let's talk NBA. I'm not very well versed on it, but I know you guys have been dialed in on it.
The Celtics are so bad. They have. I don't want to hear any talks about Jason Tatum being one of the greatest. He not playing in a Game 7. is inexcusable, and especially
Absurd.
I love Kobe. I love Kobe. Kobe would have played in the Game 7.
I agree him not playing. I agree 100%.
And then Jaylen Brown, just an absolute. He is what an excuse guy that guy is. Do we watch the end of the game?
Not even just excuses. I can't believe he's on stream the next day.
He's on stream the next day being like, Joel Embiid's he loves to flop. It's like, buddy, you were jogging up and down the court towards the end of a Game 7 in like a 3-point game. He gave no effort towards the end of that game.
Terrible effort, yeah. And then the whole thing now, after every team loses, it's like, are they going to go Tatum or are they going to go Brown, right? And I think they'll run it back, honestly, because Tatum didn't play the whole entire year. He just came back recently. I think they'll go they'll figure it out. They got a smart front office. Missoula's a good coach. But, yeah, I can't believe they lost 3-1. That's, like, insane.
Minus 900 at the start of the series to win that series.
Yeah. I can't believe
That's absurd.
They were the favorites to win the East, and now the East is wide open. Now it's like, I don't know who was going to win the East. Probably, maybe, like, your Cavs, honestly. Like, I think
76ers look good.
They do.
I think that's going to be a good series.
It's also...
Or the Pistons Cavs.
Yeah, it's like any team that comes out of the East probably won't be surprised just because, like, I feel like they're all closer than, like, one or two teams being, like, further apart.
The only bets I won this week... Oh, wait, Chuck, you go.
I was going to say, Monty, you say you agree with Tatum not playing in Game 7?
I do, because the amount of Achilles and, like, knee injuries that have been happening in the NBA, like, the last, like, 3-4 years, dude, the injuries from just lower leg injuries have been just insane. And
who gives a fuck about any of that?
Halliburton last year, he had a calf injury heading into Game 7, and they didn't limit him at all. In Game 7, they let him lose NBA Finals.
Yeah, he
tore his
played.
Achilles out the whole entire year the next year. So it's like,
so you're probably right, but
yeah,
it's Game 7.
Right. It's just like
that's.
Yeah,
I said this to Gerard. I was like, if an NHL player, Game 7, Connor McDavid played the entire series injured, and they said, "Did you ever consider not playing?" He said that thought never crossed my mind once. And he's playing with guys that don't even know how to play hockey. That's another story.
Yeah,
but it's just like it's not about statistics and who's getting hurt. It's like how bad do you want to win?
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
the way I see it.
Sure. But I just think like the NBA, it's like, dude, like I don't know what's been happening the last couple of years, and I think there's been a couple of theories online that floated around, but just the injuries, like lower leg, Achilles, knee.
I think your take is dog shit. I'll be real honest.
Bro, what do you
Absolutely.
mean?
I think your take makes zero sense.
The Achilles numbers have gone up the past like 3-4 years. It's
What are you, a
ridiculous.
cares about
fucking
numbers?
doctor?
What do you mean?
Where are you pulling these
Tatum
stats
didn't play
out?
this whole entire year. Tatum didn't play this whole entire year. He came back early, like the last like 2-3 games or 2-3 months. What did that get them? Knocked out the first round? If he didn't come back so early, then he would have played Game 7. They'd still be playing right now.
No, they wouldn't have won the other games probably
Yes,
when he
they
had
would
when he had
have.
like 28. No, what are you talking
would
about?
have.
This is all hypothetical. The fact that you're like, I agree with him not playing.
Not a
because
hypothetical.
guys
He
in-
didn't play. He didn't
Am
play
I-
because the number has gone up. That's literally.
That's not
what
why
I'm
he
saying
didn't
is
play.
the reason why he didn't play. Yes,
What are you
it's
talking
Game
about?
7. It's
I know,
Game 7. Why
you're
didn't he
saying
play?
you're saying the reason he didn't play is because the coaches took past injuries from other teams and being like, oh, Tyrese Halliburton got hurt last year, so we should not play Tatum
Because
for
his
Game
calf
7.
was hurting.
It's got nothing
His
to do
calf
with
was
the
hurting
Celtics.
heading into Game 7, and he played. Tore his
You
Achilles
think
out
the
for the whole
Celtics
entire
were
year.
thinking about that?
No,
Why
yeah,
didn't he
there's
play
a
them?
stat.
Why didn't he play them?
There's a
Why
stat.
didn't
There's
Tatum
a
play them?
stat.
Because he's
It's
a pussy?
because when
because
you
he's a
rehab,
pussy. He didn't play. That's
Yeah.
literally what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I mean,
No,
that's
this
not
is
all
Jer-
of it.
Mazda,
That's not
this
all of
is-
it, though. They
this
would
is
have
what it
forced
is.
him to play.
They can't force
Monster.
him to play. What do you mean? If he wanted to play, he could have played.
He is the reigning Finals MVP or reigning champion in the NBA, right? And he's not going to play in Game 7 at home.
That's his decision. He's like, I can't
What do
play.
you mean that's his decision? He was going to play. He's the face of the franchise. He's one of the best
so you're
stars
saying-
in Boston. He's
Monster.
one of the most important stars in Boston.
What you're
Sports.
saying right now is like irrelevant to what I'm trying to get at. I get that, but you're saying that that the Celtics didn't let him play. He
Yes.
wanted to play.
They
What are you
did not let
inside
him
the
play.
locker room?
They didn't
You-
let him
you-
play.
like,
Yes, they didn't let him play. They held him out of the game.
And you don't think he can be like, no, I feel good enough to I want to play. It's like it's his decision.
Is Anthony
What are you
Edwards going
talking
to play
about?
tonight?
Hey.
Is Anthony Edwards going to play tonight? No. But did he go shoot around tonight? He wants to play? Yes. Are the Timberwolves going to make him sit out tonight? Yes.
If
Timberwolves
Jordan
are going
was in
to
his
make him
shoes,
sit out tonight. In Game
Jordan was
1.
in his shoes.
It's
I know nothing about
that makes
basketball.
no
I'm
sense.
saying legacy. I'm
Timberwolves not
saying
gonna
legacy. Legacy, the best players play in the Game 7. It's that simple.
Yeah,
And it's,
for sure,
it's,
but
it's also their decision if they're playing.
it's also round 1, and that's also
Well, they're not in the playoffs anymore.
Yeah,
I know.
Season's over.
I know their season's over. I know, and now
Probably should have played.
They're having the Tatum Brown.
Probably
situation.
should have played. Probably should have
Probably
nutted up
should
and
have played,
played.
but Celtics forced them out.
There was a stat that it was if you tear your Achilles and during your rehab, since you're using your other leg so much in like the rehab process, it like increases the likelihood of tearing your other Achilles. And the first sign of that is when you have pain in your calf. That's what it was. And that's
What
why
are you
he
a
didn't
fucking
play.
doctor, Chuck?
Yeah,
Chuck,
we're
what
all
are you fucking
doctors now.
doctor?
That's
Chuck?
what I heard.
Shut up, Gerard.
We're all
Shut the hell up.
we're all
Shut
That's what
up.
happened.
That's why he didn't play. That's literally why
He
he
didn't
didn't
play
play.
because he's got a fucking
But-
vagina.
Yeah, I'm saying you're a pussy if that's the case. Like, I don't know. The best ones play in the Game 7s. That's what it is.
He doesn't have to play the whole game if he wanted. If he wanted to play, get a couple minutes off the bench, bring some value to the team.
He probably
Play.
brought that up. Celtics like, no, you're good. I'm not gonna let you play.
That's got to be one of the. I know we're gonna move on. One of the dumbest takes I've heard.
I'm telling you what happened with Celtics. I'm telling you what happened.
Monsters are a Twitter guy and an insider on the Boston Celtics. It's good. It's good.
What
to
are
know.
we talking about here? How am I getting trolled right now? This makes zero sense.
It's an insane take to be like the Celtics didn't want him to play. It's Game 7. You don't think they wanted their season to continue?
They didn't let him play. They forced him out.
Okay, I got two hypotheticals because we got the one about Myles Garrett that I know you guys have already seen. There's one question that came to mind for me after watching the Derby. When the winning racehorse wins the Kentucky Derby, do you think that they know that they won the Kentucky Derby?
I saw that.
No. Like the horse?
The
I
horse
would say it
itself,
depends on
yes.
the horse. I'd say it depends on the horse because some horses will like pose and stuff. Like some people, like some horses will like Secretarian.
Yeah, no, I've seen that.
Secretarian
I have seen
pose.
that.
He posed.
I've
Secretarian
seen that.
pose. He knew what was going on. Now
A horse doesn't know what race is like. This is an insane hypothetical.
dude. There's
No,
so many
I bet
people
they- I bet
around
they
him after
do.
the Derby winnings that
Think about it.
They
Yeah,
get
like
so
you
much
get
more
all the
attention.
attention.
Yeah,
You're in the
all that
winner's circle. You
attention.
got the roses
It's a-
on you.
it's
The
a
horses
horse.
have to know. They have to know.
yeah. But
though.
did you see that white horse at the Derby like fall backwards because all the people who were around him
You got scratched.
got scratched?
Yeah, I did not see that.
Yeah,
Also,
the
everybody
the
was
scratching of the horses is another thing that's just insane. Like I put in
Oh,
a
yeah,
bunch
it
of bets
sucks.
going in, and then found out like half of them were scratched, and I was like, I have no service, and I can't change my bet.
Yeah, it sucks.
Another-
But
another problem.
there's been more rules in place for horses because just the injuries and everything. Like a lot of them get in. No, I'm so serious.
I'm not getting trolled like this.
No. I'm not even trolling. I swear. Because when I first started,
Now he's a horse trainer. He's an insider for the
oh
Celtics. Now
my
he's a horse
fucking
trainer.
god! No, because when I first started watching horses, like I was so confused of why there was a fucking ambulance following them and why there was like they just shoot them, like after they're done, if they get hurt or something. So then I didn't understand that, and then recently, past years, there's just been more like they're not trying to kill the horses right after like they get hurt.
What are you even saying right now?
So
I am a little confused.
So horses.
I am a little confused.
So race horses, like their body weight's like 90% all like their body, and like 10% their legs.
Wait. Pause. Just that sentence right there. 90% of their body is their body.
Sorry,
Explain that sentence.
90% of their weight's like all body.
What does
like
that even
10%.
mean? What do you mean?
So, like,
90% of
so
their
much-
weight is
all their weight
all
is
their
in the
weight-
center of their body.
Yeah, so like their legs, there's so much tension on their legs when they run, and it's a racehorse is different than like normal horses. I swear, dude, you got to look this up. Like
No, it makes sense, but where's
they're
this going?
bred differently because they're
Yeah.
it's just for racing. It's
This
different.
guy's
horses.
masters?
Bro, this is ridiculous. I'm getting trolled.
They're all breaded different. What are they, fucking chicken
Racehorses
tenders?
are bred differently. They're not bred like normal horses.
It's not breaded, it's breeded.
I feel like this is
Whatever.
all common knowledge.
Whatever.
Where is this going?
Is this normal? No, I'm.
Like, what does this have to do with the injuries?
What are we
They
talking about
normally
injuries
just
of
kill them.
horses for?
They normally just kill them. Like after they get
No.
hurt. They hurt.
They kill the horses
Yes, this is a normal thing. They normally just kill the horses after
they get hurt at the
yes,
Kentucky Derby.
because
They
the
kill them.
money that you would go into them, that you put on, is just not worth it. There's never race again, so then they kill them.
Which I'm not doubting that. I don't know anything about that. But that horse that like dumped his jockey right before getting into the starting gates, they're not killing that.
No,
horse.
I'm not saying that. No, that was different than what I was saying. I was just saying, like, he had all the attention on him because all the people that were there lining up in it, and that caused him to kind
Spooked
of
him.
fall out and do all the things. Now, I don't know where I was going with that or how that got brought up.
No, we're well aware that just kind of went off the rails.
I don't even. How was that brought up? I don't even remember. But
You start talking about killing horses.
No,
we're a pro horse pod here.
no, something happened before that. But no, yeah, the attention, and everything. The white horse, he had all the attention. I don't know if you saw the video.
Horses don't know the difference between what race they're racing. Maybe based on the only way the only way I can think that they know the Derby is just maybe based on like length of track. Like they're familiar with the track and they're like, I've raced this track before, so I'm familiar with this track. But I don't think they know that it's the Kentucky Derby and there's 100 million people gambling on them.
A lot of people, they also don't race again after the Derby, like horses wise.
Mm-hmm. I think that they may know it's the Derby if they see Chug Flutie like 15 drinks deep in the middle of the infield.
But I did see that comparison or that question, and they brought up Secretarian. And how
this next hypothetical is going to piss me off. So Chuck, just get
Wait,
to
no,
it.
it's going to piss me off also just because
I have another hypothetical before the last one.
All right.
I have another hypothetical before the last one. We were at the Derby, and you go up to the kiosks, and you get your bet tickets, and, you give them the cash. In my mind, I was thinking, like, how much does Churchill Downs make off of this? Because, for one, drunk people lose their tickets. Two, you rip your tickets. I bet some people win their bets and don't even cash their tickets. How much revenue do you think Churchill Downs does in 2 days for sports gambling alone?
2 days.
50 million. 25 million.
Stuff?
I saw the Oaks was up, just money wise, probably like 300 mil.
In 2025, they generated $526.3 million in revenue.
Yeah.
Think about how much, Gerard, we didn't hit a single bet all weekend.
Yeah.
No.
Think about how much of that 526 is profit.
Yeah.
And you got to think about
bunch.
like also the not like the favorites like didn't win either, so that can also be like more money in their pockets too.
Mm-hmm. All right, the last hypothetical, and then we'll wrap up the episode. We saw this one online. So an average person, would they have a better chance of attempting to block Myles Garrett given 20 attempts or making fair contact off Paul Skeens on 20 pitches?
Yeah, and the key word in that is fair contact. But I'll just leave it at that.
It's fair. You can bunt and still you can bunt.
You still have to time up the bunt and see the direction.
You can leave the bat there.
Going.
You can leave the bat.
If you
like,
leave
right
the bat there, I guarantee you're still not touching it.
What do you mean?
This is not even a debate.
It is literally
hit off Paul Skeens.
No, you are not. I think you have a better shot at blocking Myles Garrett than hitting a foul tip off Paul Skeens.
Yeah, but Monster, you understand that if you just leave the bat, if I just stand there and I just leave the bat, there's a chance that ball goes off the bat straight. There is 0% chance that you can at any point stop Myles Garrett from doing whatever he wants.
If you just leave it there, it won't. That's not going to do anything.
What do you mean? It'll go forward. What are you talking about? It's a
It
bunt.
won't, because then the ball, like your weight will have to go back because it's bouncing off.
And the ball could go forward. Like, what are you talking about?
Monster, you're thinking you can get around a 6'4", 270-pound guy who just set the NFL sack record.
Yeah, so what's the hardest thing in sports? All
Blocking
sports.
Myles Garrett, probably.
Nope.
Yeah.
Hardest thing in all sports. No question about it. It's hitting a baseball.
Correct.
And you're going to tell me the best player, one of the best pitchers of all time, you got a shot?
What do you, I mean, it's a matter of like just
Yes.
No.
Good
No,
job.
don't tell me math equations, Chuck. Don't do that. You tried doing that in the group chat. I'm not trying to hear it. Well, math equations. No, I'm not trying to hear that.
It's a probability thing. It's just like your probability of stopping Myles Garrett is quite literally zero.
No.
Your probability
I will
of
say
hitting Paul Skeens, like there's a chance at least.
There's no chance. 0 chance. You never had a chance.
If you can bunt,
You have to time up the bunt, though, Gerard.
you can leave the bat there, bud.
If you leave it there, you're not touching Paul Skeens. He sees it beforehand, and he's just going to whiz it past you, or it's going to break different slots. If you leave it there with Paul Skeens, you're not going to bunt on Paul Skeens.
What do you mean? Like you just have to put the bat, and you have to leave it there. What do you?
He's going to pitch around it.
What if he misses his location?
It's him missing his location. You still aren't getting close to him missing his location.
What? You still want to get close to him missing his location?
If he misses his location, it's still not going to be dead center.
But you can maybe put the bat where the ball is. Like tell me how you're stopping.
Neither of these.
Myles Garrett. Tell me in any.
Yeah.
I want you, because I've told you how I think that we can get a hit off Paul Skeens. I want you to try to tell me how you're going to try to stop Myles Garrett. That's all I want to know.
It's less about Myles Garrett than Paul Skeens.
No, but you got to answer that question.
Right. It's less about Paul Skeens than Myles Garrett.
How are you going to stop Myles Garrett? What is your plan of attack?
Me personally,
yeah,
I'm just stopping him, bro. I'm hitting the.
Yeah, see, there's no answer.
No,
I'm hitting the WWE.
This is a pointless conversation if you're not going to really answer the question.
He's not going to go around me.
He doesn't have an answer.
I know.
He genuinely doesn't have an answer.
No, but it's like, in all seriousness, though, it's like Chuck was about to say, they're both impossible. Both hard to do.
Monster, I want you to answer this question. How strategically are you going to stop Myles Garrett? Tell me. That's what I want to know. I just want to know what your plan of attack would be.
Got to try to get in front of him.
And he's going to push
just throw
you right
my
over.
body and do something.
And what's going to happen? What's going to happen when you do that?
He's going to put your ass in the mud. My ass in there every single time.
Okay.
Exactly. It's still closer. It's still closer than me trying to hit Paul Skeens 20 times a fair ball.
Just one of the dumbest conversations I've had.
I think that it sums it up that there's an answer to this Paul Skeens ones. There's not an answer to the Myles Garrett one. But
there is not an answer to Paul Skeens. There is not an answer to Paul Skeens.
Bunt.
There is not an answer to Paul Skeens.
I just said bunt.
There is not an answer to Paul Skeens. You saying just throwing it out there, you are not going to come close to it if you throw your bat out there. It has to go fair.
But I have a chance.
You do not have a chance. You do not have a chance.
This is one of the dumb. Can we clip this?
You
This is
do
one of
not
the
have a
dumbest things I've ever heard.
chance. You do not have a chance. The fact that you just keep.
I don't think you understand what chance means.
I don't think. I do understand what it's.
I don't think because
going back to Chuck's point, probability.
There's a factor of luck. Like
but there's also a factor.
The
in luck.
threshold of luck is much higher.
There's also
in baseball
a factor
than
in luck
in
that Myles Garrett slips, he falls, he hits a spin move wrongly, something happens.
He can just walk over.
That's luck. That's luck.
That's not luck. That's not in one way.
What I just said isn't luck. Him slipping, him timing something up wrong.
He can slip. And he's still gonna run right through you.
That's not luck though. So he's bull rushing me all 20 times.
Yeah. Why the fuck wouldn't he?
But he's still there's still something that could happen the whole time that he could slip.
No, but he's still going to get past you. You're not able to stop him physically.
Even if he slips, he's still going to get past you.
Yeah.
But that's still second, and the quarterback knows the ball.
No, but we're not doing on it.
That's still second down.
The quarterback
this is going
All you need is
Absolutely
3 seconds. All you need is 3 seconds before Diddy Watson throws the ball.
One of the dumbest.
You need 3 seconds before Diddy throws the ball.
I've had.
Ladies and gentlemen, drop in the comments what you think the answer to this question is. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode. We'll be back with episode 21 next week. Make sure to shop www.daydrink.us. We have tons of new merchandise. We're wrapping it up this week to get the orders in, so tons of new merchandise on the way. Lots of cool merchandise out there right now.
Come see me at Laugh Factory this month if anyone's watching that. I got like 4 spots at Laugh Factory.
Yeah, you got a lot.
Follow his IG. All the socials are below. Follow the IG for all the updates on that. We'll check back in next week.